Leave the World Behind. Leave the World Behind. This movie is 2 hours and 21 minutes. I'm surprised how much I liked this movie last night. Because normally I go to sleep. And I stayed up till like 1:30 watching this movie. But this movie is just... I think this movie is like HBO Max level. You know what I mean? You know how HBO Max has them top tier... They make a lot of top tier stuff. Well, you know, we all know that Netflix is capable of doing that sometimes too, right? But I'll read the plot synopsis and we'll go from there. Now, you guys know I can't really do reviews. I really can't. I tried and it just don't work for me. The only thing I can do is read you the plot synopsis and tell you to, if you haven't seen it, if you did, what did you think? And if some of you have seen it, you know, what few subscribers I do have, let me know what you think about it. Because I ain't gonna lie, this was wow. But this movie is 2 hours 21 minutes long, and it's a Netflix film. And leave the world behind. No internet, no phone, no going back to normal. Who can you trust at the world's end? Julia Roberts and Mahershala Ali star in this pulse-pounding film. This has really got a nice cast to it. This cast is just this is a good cast. It's got Kevin Bacon in it. It's got Julia Roberts, man. Wow. I forgot Mahershala Ali, but anyway, y'all know who he is. He's gonna be in the new Blade movie. Last time I seen him in the movie was in a movie called Alita Battle Angel. He was in that, but he is really... Ethan Hawke is in this movie. Even the kids there's no weak parts in this movie whatsoever. This movie has language, some sexual content, drug use, and brief bloody image. And it's exactly like it is. But the way they set this movie up, I'm not going to lie. This was directed by Sam Esmail, and the writer was Sam Esmail. So it was directed by Sam Esmail, and the writer was Sam Esmail. And it falls under it's a drama movie, thriller movie, based on books. So there you go. So anyway, I just went back to that part. But I ain't gonna lie, when I was watching this movie, I had just got done watching something last night, and I decided to go ahead, and I kept saying, I don't know, man, you know, because Ethan Hawke was in The Black Phone, which I love that movie, and I think he's a good actor anyway. Plus, he was also in the first movie called where they did all the killing for like 24 hours. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so he was in it. Julia Roberts, I haven't, Julia Roberts, she's on and off, because she was on fire back in the day, but, she's probably just chilling, but she was in this, and, and then they had Mahershala Ali in it, and I was like, man, that's the new Blade guy. His acting ability is extremely impressive. I mean, he is an impressive actor. Well, I'm gonna tell you, man, these kids was there. He had a daughter in there, and I think she was like maybe 21 or 22. It's very impressive. And there was a little girl that was also in this movie that played Julia Roberts and Ethan Hawke's daughter. And she always wanted to watch, she was hooked on TV. She liked watching Friends. Friends. She, when the internet and everything went out, she was upset because she's just this young teenage girl. I think she's maybe 12 or 13 at the most. Now, her older brother, he was like closer to Mahershala Ali's daughter, which played her daughter. And anyway, the movie sets up, they she wants to go get away for a little bit. She got a deal on this house, on the other side of New York, I think. And so they go out here and they go to spend, and everything's fine at first, and then they go to this beach and they see, and this little girl, which is the Julie Robertson daughter, she says, that ship's awful big. And he goes, yeah. You know what gets me? I'm not even going to go in there. Here's the thing. The camera imagery and the way that they caught things with the animals on that big oil rig, when they kept looking and looking, it was way out. And it just seemed like, and that little girl says, it looks like the ship's getting closer. And it did. It came in, that big oil ship. And it was so big how they all started realizing it was coming to shore on this beach. So everybody started moving out of the way. And the way the camera captured it, I was just amazed how they caught it, because it really looked like it was, because ships are really huge, and it was carrying oil, and it ran ashore, and it showed how it was going through the beach sand and everything like that. I'm telling you, this was impressive. So I was like, whoa. Then there was a part where you seen these deers, and the animals started acting crazy because the movie to me seems like it was a cyber attack or a terrorist attack, or you didn't. So, everybody's growing suspicion of each other. But Mahershala Ali and his daughter wanted to come home because of what was going on. But he had rented his house out for the weekend to this couple, which was Julia Roberts and, Ethan Hawke. So they was like, they was telling them, can they come in their own house with, Mahershala Ali's daughter? She was this young chick, and it was their house, really. And, and so now they're stuck in this house while all this stuff is going on. Wow, man. I wish I could really get into detail like this, because usually when I get in front of the camera, I feel like I'd be on there for like 20 minutes, like trying to tell you about this movie. But, man, there was a lot of stuff in this movie that it was impressive. I was sitting there last night going, wow, man, I'm not sleepy. When I don't fall asleep, especially after 10:30, because I work so much, if I don't fall asleep, yeah, these performances though, and the way it was directed and the way it was shot, there was a bunch of birds, the flamingos that landed in the back of the pool, and they was like, aren't those flamingos? And, yeah, all the animals was acting weird. Planes was dropping out of the sky, and what happened was, it looks like somebody was trying to cause chaos within the government of the United States. And it's their way to get everybody, because there was parts where there's these electric cars, there's these cars that are electric that can drive without having a human. And it was so weird how it set up, because every access to go into, because this couple wanted to go back into New York, which was, Julia Roberts and her husband. But Kevin Bacon, he had 2 small parts in there, but his roles was so good. He was like, well, you made the smart choice not to go back in there. He said, because if you was in the city, you would really be messed up, because what was going on, being in the city, they would have been really messed up, where they were on the outskirts of the city, which was like out, because in part of New York, there's a bunch of, you believe it or not, it's got a lot of forested area, and a lot of rich people live out that way, people well off. And Mahershala Ali is very well off in this movie. So he was telling Julia Roberts and them, he goes, you guys lucky you didn't stay in town, because all the accesses into the town were blocked off by all the cars being crashed. So whoever set this thing up, but if you have to watch this movie, because there's a lot of stuff in this movie that Mahershala Ali character was trying to explain about how there's certain things that the government can do and certain things that people can do to cause chaos within your own government, where you can make your own government fall within itself, because everybody's going to turn on. And at the end of this movie, it looks like it looks like everybody was turning on each other and was shooting each other, because the stuff that was going on in this movie would make you not trust your neighbor, and everybody's going to look out for their family and all this kind of stuff. But anyway, that's about all I got with this, you guys, because I'm going almost on 10 minutes, and I like to have a 6-minute video, to be honest with you. But whoo, Lord, the performances across the board, even the kids, Mahershala Ali's daughter, man, she was a good actor. Julia Roberts, man, she just freaking nailed it. Her character, man, she nailed it, man. And the music selection in this thing, I was like, dang. I was like, dang. I was sitting there going, huh, hey. I was like, all right. It was, man, this movie is Netflix, man. I tell you, man, I'm glad. I won't get rid of Netflix. Everybody jumping on the, streaming service hype train ever since COVID. But Netflix is the OG, So, anyway, that's my little thought on Leave the World Behind. Man, this movie is, it's good. God bless, take care. We'll catch you next video. We'll see you.